What's good, YouTube? Vakasa Cobby here. So, we got a request from Dean for this one. This is some Farnsey for you guys. It's called Without You. Shout out to the Free the Rocks channel for uploading this. We've done quite a few videos from the Free the Rocks channel, so shout out them for all the videos that they put up here. I'm excited for some Farnsey. I'm always excited for some Farnsey. This one's called Without You. Also, there's another one that Farnsey did that I found whenever I was digging this one up from Dean's request. They both popped up next to each other. Farnsey has this is a Badfinger cover. It's originally by Badfinger, is the artist from this song. It's a cover. Farnsey has his own song also called Baby Without You, which is a duet with, it was Allison Durbin is who the duet was with, so we'll probably do that one too, just because it fucking popped up whenever I was searching this one up for you, Dean. I got like fucking over 10 Farnsey requests from you guys right now, and I don't know where you keep finding them, because we've done so many songs by him already. Like, Dean has, like, I think 5 more on the list after this one, and Way sent in a bunch of older ones on his request list. So, we got a bunch of Farnsey to dive into for you guys coming up into the future. The next one I do will probably be the one that ties into the search for this one, the one that he did that duet with Allison Durbin. So we will see what we get with that one as well in the next Farnsey video, and then I'll get to the rest of the ones on y'all's list, because you guys sent a fuck ton in. And there's also a bunch of other requests and stuff that I dug up from the old comments and found a bunch of stuff that I hadn't seen yet. So I got a whole list of a bunch of different artists and different songs that we're going to be getting into for the next month or so. It's going to take a while to get to them all, so you guys bear with me. If you've ever made a request, chances are I probably have it on a list, but it might be like far down on the list, so it just depends where it's at on the list, where I found them all in the comments. I appreciate you guys, though. Thank you for all the requests. We got plenty to do. It means the world to me that you guys care about what I have to say about these songs. It really does. I love doing this for you. If you struggle with mental health or addiction, go get yourself some help, man. Always go get help. Trust the professionals. Listen to their advice. Don't argue. Just listen to the advice, apply it to your life, become a better person, work through your issues, grow, become stronger, teach other people how to do the same thing, and live the best life that you can on the other side of it. Go kick some ass at the end of the day. Live out your best life and go kick some ass and help the people in the world that need help as well for the same things that you have been through. Thank you guys for everything. We're going to get into this for you on Vakasa Cobby. A reaction video a day or 2. Keep the doctor away. Fuck those apples. Farnsey, Without You.
No, I can't forget the scene.
This is vintage, man.
Or your face as you were leaving. But I guess that's just the way the story goes. You always smile, but in your eyes your sorrow shows. Yes, it shows. No, I can't forget tomorrow when I think of all my sorrow.
Oh, I know this song.
But then I let you go, and now it's only fair that I should let you know what you should know.
Man, before we get into this, Mariah Carey has also done a cover of this song. That's who else I've heard this from. I'm not sure if I probably have heard the original at some point, but I know Mariah Carey did a version of this as well. Farnsey's version is definitely his own thing. He's got his own thing going on with how he approached this right here. But yeah, I recognized the piano, and then once he got into that second verse section heading into the chorus, I immediately remembered all of the melodies. And yeah, this song has been covered by quite a few people, but obviously, Farnsey and Mariah Carey would probably be the two most highly recognized ones that have grabbed a hold of it. This is a good song, though. I'm glad that we're getting to do this. I wasn't sure because I had to figure out who the original was by to even look up the lyrics, and I found that in the comments for this video. I went down into the comments to see if somebody could tell me who the original artist was because the description of the video had like a little joke in it saying, can you guess if this is the right title for this song or something like that? So I was like, is this a Farnsey song? I'm looking for the lyrics and I can't find any except for the ones for Baby Without You that had the Allison Durbin duet on it. That's the only lyrics I could find, so I had to look for a different artist. But we found it though. We dug it up. I figured it out. This is a really good song right here, and I'm glad Farnsey is doing it. Let's see what he does with the chorus of it.
Should know I can't live if living is without you. I can't live, I can't give anymore. I can't live if living is without you. Can't live, I can't give anymore.
Oh,
I can't forget.
that was some serious emotion right there at that ending note. He was really feeling it. This is a feely song. I can understand that. You really feel something like this whenever you're singing it. Very much so. Farnsey. Young Farnsey is such a treat to watch, man. I'll tell you what. I love his younger stuff. Seeing the growth and the progression of his entire career. It's amazing. All the different sides of him. He's so diverse. Really could do anything. The lyrics to this are amazing. Sad. It's kind of sad a little bit, but amazing. So, well, I can't forget this evening and your face when you were leaving, but I guess that's just the way the story goes. You always smile, but in your eyes your sorrow shows. Yes, it shows. It be like that. You can definitely tell whenever a person's sad if you pay enough attention to their eyes. You can see that glimmer of hope that is kind of lacking, doesn't have quite the right shine as it might usually have and stuff like that. You know what I mean. Well, I can't forget tomorrow when I think of all my sorrow. He says, I had you there that I let you go, and now it's only fair that I should let you know what you should know. And he says, that is such, the way that that's written, the syllable placement is beautiful. I love the syllable placement on that. So he's like, I just gotta let you know at this point what it is. He says, I can't live if living is without you. I can't live, I can't give you, I can't give anymore. I can't live if living is without you. I can't live, I can't give anymore. Damn. That is a deep, deep fucking chorus, man. I've never paid attention to the words of this song. I know I've just heard the melody a lot of times throughout my life, and I recognized it as soon as Farnsey started on it. I've never really paid attention to the lyrics, though. It's always just been like background noise anytime I've heard this. Very deep, actually. It's just about having that person that it's like the one that got away kind of vibes almost, where the person will always smile, but in their eyes you can see their sorrow. Really explains the whole situation. He's lost somebody, they could be leaving like passively, or it could be someone he was in a relationship with. You could take it either way. It just depends on the specific scenario. But now he can't forget tomorrow when he thinks of all of his sorrow. He says, I had you there and I let you go. And now it's only fair that I should let you know what you should know. So yeah, it's kind of like he had someone there. He let them walk away, but didn't say what he actually wanted to say. That's the vibe. Now he's just like, I don't know how I feel about living right now. It be like that. It really does. Sometimes you question it all. Don't give up. Ever. On anything, man. Don't give up on yourself. And don't let things like this tear you up either. Like, there's a lot of other things to focus on. There is a lot of other things that you can do that will help you to not sit inside of all of the thoughts and all of the racing fucking ideas that are going through your brain, all of the wishes, the memories, the what ifs, all of that kind of stuff. Find other more productive things to do than to sit inside of that energy of feeling like you can't live. Because if you stay inside of it for too long, you really aren't going to live. And that could be meant in many ways, you know? You might either just sit there and fucking never do anything and be depressed for the rest of forever and not get over things and screw up your life, or you might actually decide to go through with deletion. Some people, some cases. But this is about the feeling of longing for somebody and not wanting to live without them. If you get stuck inside of that, pull yourself out of it. Do not stay inside of it. You'll drive yourself insane. Just let it be known that you feel the way you feel, and whatever it is after that, go live your life. That's my best advice. It's emotionally, it's not simple, but the action of actually doing it is very simple because the world's fast and there's a lot of shit for you to go do, so go do it. That's what I'm getting at. Why sit inside of your mugginess over a situation like this whenever there's so much other stuff to go do? Why would you do that in a world of so much opportunity and eventfulness? Just miss out on it all because you feel like you can't live without someone specific? Can't happen that way, man. Don't let that happen. That's my advice for this feeling. It's a tough feeling, man. It's a tough one to get through, but that's my advice for it. This is a great song. I'm glad Farnsey grabbed a hold of it.
See your face as you were leaving, but I guess that's just the way the story goes. You always smile, but in your eyes your sorrow shows. Yes, it shows.
Just give Farnsey a like, boy.
If living is without you, I can't live. I can't give anymore. I can't live. If living is without you, I can't live. I can't give anymore. I can't live.
Wow.
Oh, if living is without you.
Nice. Farnsey has such a crazy back catalog, even with the covers and stuff that he did. And he approaches them all in a way that makes them his own, but also pays homage to the original versions of all of these songs as well. It's really, really awesome the way that he does it. I appreciate that about him. But it's like watching these old classic performances and seeing the growth of where he progressed as we got into like the era of like Romeo's Heart and like 33 and one third and Age of Reason, albums like that. It's such a vast difference from where he was in the earlier stages around this time, which this song came out in 1970. So, yeah, 1970. So this was probably recorded, I would imagine, a couple years after that. Farnsey hopped on a lot of covers even a year after they came out. He's really quick about hopping on a cover if he likes a song. So I imagine this was either in the 70s or maybe 80s ish. But then watching the progression into the 90s and like 2000s era of Farnsey, he just kept maturing and kept getting better and kept coming up with newer styles and ways to reinvent himself as an artist, and also still maintained that classic Farnsey element to all of his music, the emotional drive, the pure topics, the really intense emotions that you get whenever you listen to his specific sound, because he has his own sound too, even instrumentally. It's very unique. There's so many different styles and genres that he dives into. He likes to bend them together. I mean, look at the end of the Romeo's Heart album. We had like on the Romeo's Heart, we had a bunch of like sort of countryish western kind of songs and rock type songs, like soft rock type love songs. And he went and ended it out with like a funk groove kind of song, right? With like this slow down section in it. And I just like, when I look at these older performances, it makes you realize how diverse his whole career has been. I'm like piecing it together right now that we dove so deep into his catalog at this point. Farnsey might be one of the like top 5 most diverse artists to ever exist when it comes to everything he's done in his career. I just had to go on a tangent about that because I really respect it a lot, and I've taken high notice to it, especially in the last like 2 months, I would say, since we did 2 full albums and a bunch of other songs by him in between doing full albums. It's crazy, man. I haven't heard anything that sounded the same by him the whole time. Every time I'm left baffled by the fact that he manages to create something different with everything that he does, with every song he does. And even when he takes a cover like this, he still makes it his own. And it has its own vibe to it that is purely Farnsey, but also maintains those elements of the original that everybody loves the original song for, too. This guy is seriously one of the most talented artists I've ever seen in my whole entire life, for sure. Yes, sir. The Stranger is on Dean's list too. We're gonna do that too, Dean. You sent that one through to me as well. I believe it was you. Hold on, I got the list right here. Did you send The Stranger, Dean? Was that you that sent that? Hold on. Yes, it was. It was indeed you. That's what I thought. We'll get to that one. We'll get to that one, Dean, for sure. Because I have it on the list. It was actually up next for your requests after this one on my list. So we'll definitely be getting to that one for you as well, my friend. As well as Farnsy's own song, Baby Without You, the Allison Durbin collaboration. We'll see what we get with that one as well. So I appreciate you guys requesting all of this stuff. Seriously. Farnsy's legendary, man. I don't know what else to say about this guy. The deeper we dive into his catalog, the more I realize that everything he's ever touched in his career just turned into gold. Really. He's just a golden artist. He's an inspiration. He's very humble. You can see at the end there, he was very clearly emotional, and that kind of seemed like, I don't know what he was going through in his personal life at this point, but I think that song made him feel a type of way when it came to his own real life. You can see it in his eyes, just like the lyrics say. He can't hide the fact that performing this song made him feel a type of way. He really couldn't by the end of it, and that humbleness as the audience cheered for him. Just that little head nod, like, thanks, guys. That was tough for me. That's the vibe that he had at the end there. We love you, Farnsey. We love you. And look what your life turned out to be. You're still out here kicking ass and surviving. We all love you, Farnsey. If you ever happen to see one of these videos or happen to see this one, shout out to you, man. You're one of the most legendary artists ever. I hope you've seen at least one of the videos. That would be awesome. I love you guys so much. Thank you for everything. The original video will be in the description. As always, subscribe to Farnsey. Support the artists we have on the channel. It really means the world to me what you guys have introduced me to. Thank you for all the support. Go get help for mental health and addiction if you need it. Like I always say, go live your best life and become a better version of yourself. Go kick some ass and show the world what you're really made of. My new album, Stranger Labyrinth, came out on the 2nd, beginning of the month. Community page. Scroll down to the post, click the link. Go listen to that for me. I'd really appreciate it. I love you guys a lot. Thank you for everything. We're going to get out of here. I'm Vakasa Kabi. A reaction video a day or two. Keep the doctor away. Fuck those apples. Leave a like for me, comment those suggestions, subscribe up this way, bang that notification bell for me. I'll see you guys in the next ones. I love you so much. Thank you for everything. Y'all have a blessed night. Peace.